Hey, welcome to M Puzzles and Builds. This is going to be a slightly different video. I'm going to do all of this recording in one take. It's not going to be super edited, there may be slight speed up here and there, but it's not going to be a lot. I'm doing a Colour and Pixels video, and this is because I'm working on a 1000 piece at the moment, but I don't have time. Hopefully I can have it finished and a video sorted for next week, if not the week after, but it's in progress, so it's going to be done. I'm going to be working away next week, so yeah, my time is really against me for getting that finished and being able to start on the next thing. So that's why I'm doing this right now. The music is from the game. I did say in previous videos that the music was really nice, so if it drowns me out, I apologise. But I'm going to have that on while I'm doing this. But yeah, so let's change to here, this view, and get ready to get going. What I want to do for this though is I want to see editing on the fly. I'm going to do this. That's not. Or was it? There we go. That's more. Keep its aspect ratio. So I'm going to do this rug pattern, and yeah, let's get started. So we have 1632 blues, number ones. That's what I'm going to go for first. Put my mouse sensitivity down to its lowest, and find a nice place to start, which will be here. Now I've said in the past that the Colour and Pixels game is just such a feel-good game. It's so relaxing, and yeah, it's just really, it's like paint by numbers, kind of like paint by pixels almost, rather than numbers. No, yeah, but yeah. My way of doing things is probably not going to seem like the most logical, and I'll be like, why have I done that whole square, then outline of this one, started filling this one in, rather than that. I don't know. I don't understand why I do these things either, to be honest. I quite like the look of this so far. It's going to be a nice little rug pattern with the diamonds inside each square. And it's only 12 colours, so each square is going to have a couple of colours, 3 or 4 by the looks of things. And then the outline looks like it has its own unique colour as well. Made a mistake there, but that's fine. I don't need to undo it. More hassle than it's worth. And there we go, I'm just going to make them all now because I've started doing it. I might as well just keep doing it. The bigger the pixel drawing is, the less worthwhile it is erasing mistakes. Because you may be filling in hundreds upon hundreds of a single colour at one moment by just like really quickly doing stuff like that, holding and dragging and just filling in. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get content ID'd on the music playing. If it causes mutes, I will maybe just upload the time-lapse version of this. If it doesn't cause mutes, then all good. I'm not at a point when I'm monetizing videos, so it's not going to be a problem to me if I lose the ability to monetize this by having the music playing. I missed this whole section. What am I doing? I just... See, this is what I mean. I just move on without thinking about it sometimes. There we go. That makes more sense. I may miss one or two here or there. On the pattern ones it's slightly less likely to do it, but it might happen, so if I do, don't worry about it. I can move on to the featured colours, and then as I notice them I can go back and fill them later. It's not just work and regular life things that are making me super busy right now. I am currently in the process of playing a game called Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It released last year on the PS5, this year on the Steam, which is what I'm playing it on. And I'm going for as close to or 100% for the game right now, and that means doing the game in hard mode, which doesn't let you use any items, and it also means that everything hurts a lot more, takes a lot more to kill, and yeah, other things. Which also includes other super brutal challenges, which I'm in the process of doing in the moment on it. I'm about halfway, not even halfway through them. And the actual story part of it itself, I'm on to the last 4 chapters, so progress is going well on it, but it is going to take a lot to finish all of those. Hopefully a few more days at most would be nice, because I can't have this game continuing to take over my whole life. It is not the best, but it's a game that the original Final Fantasy VII came out when I was a kid, and I basically grew up playing it from when it came out. Or at least from when I was able to kind of understand some of it. And it meant a lot to me that the game was getting remade in 3 parts. I feel like it's worthwhile doing for me. A lot of people maybe wouldn't consider it because there is so much to the game. For a single player game having as much content as it has, with mini games and loads of side quests, it does have some tedious moments. But I feel like I'm already past all of the worst of it. And also, when it comes to the 3rd part coming out in future, I feel like I'm going to be able to be in this position where I've 100%ed Remake, and if I've 100%ed Rebirth as well, I can just go through the story modes in easy if I want, with easy win things equipped, and just slowly go through the story and just, without any of the side quests or anything, enjoy it as just a story piece. And really get the most out of that side of it. Which I really want to do, because I've got the story from the first time playthrough. But if I do them back to back in future, I think that's going to be really good to do in preparation for the final part in the series, which I hope isn't as big as Rebirth, because if I go for 100% in that, that's going to really take things out. I would maybe have to like take holidays from work to do it, because this has been quite a long time that I've been working on it. So I've got 117 left of the ones here, and then that should do after that. You don't have to do them in numerical order, but I just feel like that's the best way for me to do it. Even if I move on from bits without fully completing patterns sometimes. So I have missed one. And I should have known it was going to happen. I wonder where it was. I'm not going to be bothered with it. Let's just move on to number 2, because I don't want to spend ages just thinking about what one I've missed. Okay. The 2s and 3s look very similar. I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit further to make it discerning. Look, the pattern gets cut off here, so that's why it's only part of a full diamond. I hope you didn't mind my big ramble there about Final Fantasy VII. I have mentioned previously on the channel that I am an avid gamer. Kinda knew that I would enjoy doing puzzles and builds, but it was never something I got into until recently, so I'm still trying to find a good balance between everything, where I can still enjoy gaming, still enjoy doing puzzles and builds, and yeah, keeping everything going while also trying to maintain everything else it's a lot. And I'm not the best at organisation and keeping on top of things sometimes. But I try, and that's what matters most. And I do really enjoy it. I've spoke to some really interesting people so far on this. and made some really fun, challenging things as well that get the mind going. I probably don't need to explain that I'm not the tidiest when, if you've seen any of my jigsaws, you'll probably notice that I kind of start off pretty chaotic and then it comes together still. It still comes together, so that's all that matters. And it doesn't take a horrendous amount of time to do. It would maybe be a bit quicker if I was neater, but who cares when you have the final result. I do normally make less mistakes than this for the size of it. But oh well. The trick is to not letting it bother you when you do it. Otherwise you spend as much time tidying up the mistakes as you do actually moving. Music's so soothing. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. My brain is just not seeing these fives until I'm already over them. I could zoom in even further, but I quite enjoy getting a bit of a wider view as I'm doing it. I've got a feeling I'm going to miss some twos out on this one. Right, so that's that part done, I think. Oops. So since this is a kind of longer form video, I'm going to do something that I don't usually do, mainly because I never think about it when I'm making the videos normally. I'm going to do a call to action. If you're enjoying what you're watching so far, like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, let me know how you're enjoying the channel so far. If you are enjoying this, I'll be happy to do more. I'm always happy to look for different ways to make the channel interesting. Should I do these more often? Should I do live streams of these every so often? So that we can chat while I do these? Would you be interested in watching those? I would live stream doing a puzzle, but it would probably have to be a smaller one, because a 1000 piece while chatting and putting one together, it could take me up to 8 hours, or, well, for a decent one, it would probably take up to about 6 to 8 hours. For a really difficult one, it would take a much longer time, so I probably couldn't do that unless I made a series out of it. Well, what do you guys think? This is a little for me and a little for you to let me know what you think, and if you would want to see more of this. I'm not saying that I won't continue doing this anyway, if I'm enjoying doing it, because that's kind of the way that I make these videos, is how I am enjoying things, and yeah, sharing my enjoyment with you guys. If you are interested in the gaming side of things for me, I do have a gaming channel, well, yeah, a live stream gaming channel, but I also stream on Twitch. I stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and my account for that is Streams and Games, very imaginative. I'm kind of branding myself here. So it'll be M, then whatever I do. It's going to be the vibes for each thing. So that means I can potentially endlessly expand if necessary. Well, not necessary. But if I change the way I want to do things. But yeah, Streams and Games. I'm not at a point where I stream regularly. It's only casually and whenever I'm feeling like it. There's no set in stone plan for that yet. At some point I will get there, but right now there's not. It's not at that point. I say that, at some point I might never get there, but I do stream occasionally. I will say though, if you're going to join those, they are more mature content. There will be language and adult themes. Especially when I'm playing with friends. If I'm playing on my own, depending on the game, I may be less inclined to do that. But yeah, with friends, all bets are off on how things are going to go. And I wouldn't restrict them either. If you're a Final Fantasy fan, I only streamed the first time I played the game, or first couple of times I played the game of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This is because it's been a game that I've kind of... Early on I jumped in and out of it a lot. I didn't really sit and focus on it until about chapter 4 onwards, which sounds like it's not much progress into the game, but chapter 4... I think once I completed chapter 4 I was still only like... I was like 20 hours in or something, if not even more. It took me over 100 hours to beat the game on my first playthrough. But I did do as much side content as I could. I did miss things though, apparently, because I've had to do some things since that were available, I'm pretty sure, on that first playthrough. But I was playing quite a bit of Night Rain. I'm still working through the DLC on the original Elden Ring. I also played... It's a variety channel, it doesn't specifically focus on any like one type or genre of game. There was a game recently that came out called Wordplay by a YouTuber called Mark Brown. He has a channel called Game Maker's Toolkit, which goes into the making and development of games. Really interesting. And yeah, I mean, I like words, so I really enjoy it. I streamed that a couple times. I've also played that casually off stream. Really fun game. Quite addictive as well. This isn't a sponsored stream. Sponsored recording, not stream. I'm just recommending things and discussing things that I want to discuss and recommend. If it comes to a point that I ever do sponsored videos, which I'm not gonna expect anything, because I'm just doing this for fun. I'm not looking to make a career out of it, but if I did, I wouldn't complain. But yeah, my point is, if it came to a point that I had sponsorship opportunities, the one thing I would want to do is make sure that I'm not promoting something unless I believe in it myself. I would hope that I would be able to research it and come to a generally well-informed decision on why I would promote it in case people called me a sellout or anything like that. Not that I would be bothered, but if I would call myself a sellout, that's when I wouldn't be happy. Other people can have their own opinions of me, and I wouldn't care what they are. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. There's 30 number 3s left. Oh, I see a couple of 2s. Yay, 2 is finished. Where are the 3s? Right, I don't know where they are at the moment, so I'm just going to move on to the 4s. This isn't going to be as short as I thought it would be. Because there's a lot of small bits to the patterns. You can't just like click and drag constantly. But that's fine. This means I get to spend more time talking to you guys. Instantly stops talking. There's a 3. There's one there. I may actually just upload this without any editing at all, because I'm pretty happy with how this is going. I've never went through any super long periods without talking so far, and when I have, it's just been nice. Not being like then where I feel like it's an awkward silence. Just continuation of the game with the nice, chill, relaxing music on. Oop. I wonder where that single one is that I've missed. I should be able to see it because it's a pattern, but I haven't so far. Also, if you enjoy the way I say pattern, thank you. If you don't and you want me to say pattern, then sorry. That ain't my accent. I might sometimes say it if I think about what I'm talking about before I say it. But if I'm just blathering, then it'll come out with my normal voice and accent. No super properness from me. Also, if you're interested, my accent is from the region of Fife in Scotland. Which is a tiny bit north of Edinburgh. Like, literally across the bridge is Fife. And by the bridge I mean the Forth Road Bridge, or Queensferry Crossing. Fife is a really nice county with a lot of really interesting places. It's got St Andrews, which is the home of golf. It's got Glenrothes, which is one of the new towns of Scotland. It's got Dunfermline, which is very recently been made a city, and it used to be, it's the ancient capital of Scotland is what it's called, I think. What else do we have in Fife that's really nice? Kirkcaldy has its pretty decent places. There's a lot of good pubs in Kirkcaldy. And places to get food. A lovely place then, I'm pretty sure it's in Fife, that I've went through quite a few times is called Curus. Spelled Culross, so it's like Culross, but it's pronounced Curus. It's a really lovely looking place. There's Leven, which is also quite nice, it's right at the seaside. But when people talk about doing trips to Scotland, they will often talk about going to Edinburgh, going to Glasgow, going to possibly St Andrews if they're going to the golf or university. But something, yeah, maybe up north for the North Coast 500 or the West Highland Way. Or going to Stirling to see the Wallace Monument, and Stirling Castle, going to the Falkirk to see the Kelpies, Going to Perth because it's very rustic and gorgeous. A lot of Fife kind of would probably get overlooked. I would highly recommend seeing some of the sights in Fife. Plus, it won't be as crowded and full of tourists like you'll get in all of the other hotspots. But yeah, but Scotland's not a massive country, so if you've got a vehicle, you could basically visit loads of like so many amazing places in Scotland within the space of 2 or 3 days. If you want to like fully experience a lot of it, you'd maybe want to stay in specific places for a night or two at a time. I mean, I live here and I've probably only seen a small portion of what there is to give. It was only a couple of weekends ago that I went to the Kelpies for the first time, and that was a really nice experience. Great family day out, great ice cream there, and there's the Helix Park as well, which is great for the kids. So it was an ideal family day out. There's a place that I'm very biased about in Scotland, and that is Stirling. I went to university there to study animal biology a long time ago, and it is beautiful. The university campus is up there with the most beautiful in the whole of the UK. You can do pretty much everything on campus. It has a shop, a gym, it has accommodation. It had a nightclub, I don't know if it still does. It also had a Starbucks and a pub. I don't know if they're both still there. I've not been in quite a while. But it's got a loch, it's got... Right behind it is... there's Airdrie Castle, which is right behind the campus, and also... Demyat Hill, which is... Why am I going there? It's 6 a month. Demyat Hill, which is... a hill I climbed maybe 3 times the whole time I was at uni. I'm not the healthiest or fittest people, so... And also, if it's a windy day, I am not good with heights. But yeah, I highly recommend visiting university campus. Probably the only one I've ever been on where I would say, like, recommend visiting a campus. Just to go and see the sights. I think if I ever get to a point where I have 500 subscribers, let's make that a goal. That will be when I do my first live stream video. Let's go for that. For this channel, I will live stream building a Lego something from start to finish. I'll make sure it's not something that's going to be done in an hour. Hopefully it would take about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Maybe even slightly longer. But it'd be a good chance to talk to people from the channel more that have interacted and get to know you guys a little better as well. I do find it really interesting when you guys share what you've been working on recently, and or if you've seen that I've made a video on something that you've worked on yourself and share your experience of it. It's always really nice. Are there any puzzles, builds, or games that you feel like you would be particularly passionate about, or have had a really great or terrible time putting together? Is there any time when you've been like stuck in a situation where it's like, I must finish this before I move on or go to bed or anything like that? There was one of the 2,000 piece puzzles I was doing a while back. I got it in my head that I was determined to finish it one night, and it was a work night, and I was up until I think 3:30 in the morning working on it, and I still wasn't finished. I think it still took me a couple hours after that before I was finished. It was a really tough one. But I made progress. Good progress. I was tired though. Oh look, there's that one. The ones that I've already filled in, those are the ones I don't like making mistakes on. 6 is done. Okay, let's go down to the bottom and start with 7s. There's a 5. Oh, I didn't do that on this one. Also, if there's any points where like if the clicking of the mouse has came through and it's been annoying, I've just realised that it might be coming through and might be annoying. I can only apologise for that. My mouse is quite clicky sounding. Nice crescendo song. No. Sevens are done. Hooray! That part's done. That was quite time consuming. Oh look, these are the last two fives! Yay! Not a lot of 8s left in this. I think it is only going to be first. Yep, there we go. And 9s. Only 52 12s and 80 11s. 244 10s. So 9 is like the last kind of biggish number. If you've seen one of these videos before, you know how the ending's going to be. But if you've not, you're in for a treat when it comes to it. Absolutely love what happens when you complete these. Also, if you ever want to see me do one of the super big ones of this, so like a 200 by 200 or 400 by 400, if there's lots of traffic, let me know that it's worth watching. Worth spending time on some big ones. Not going to take too much longer to complete from here. So I'm going to start doing the outro just now. Even though I'm going to be finished the outro long before I finish this. If I do my kind of normal outro anyway. If I do what I'm doing right now and just continue waffling, then it might take long enough. So I've got some more 9s that I've missed somewhere. Ah, there they are. So this has been the rug pattern. It is delightful. And this game is colouring pixels. It is a treat, that is not 12. I'm also going to use this opportunity to say thank you for anyone that continues to support this channel even after the month break I just had a while back, where there was a lot going on with work and my house, and I also had a big slump in motivation for continuing making videos. thanks for sticking by me. I'm still here, and yeah, I'm going to keep making videos. I enjoy doing it. I don't plan on taking another extended period for like a whole month off again anytime soon. If I do, I'll let you guys know what's happening. But I do want to try and stay consistent with producing stuff. Even if I do more of these kind of videos, which are obviously going to be a lot quicker to produce. As long as I'm making something to give you guys. And let you know that I'm still here. But thanks again, and yeah, here's to the end of this pattern, because I'm basically finished. You guys are all brilliant. Bye.